I'm here with Grandmaster Neil Mcdonald, who is the coach of the United Kingdom team for the visually challenged. Neil, hi, how are you
Hello, hello. It's good to talk to you. Yeah.
doing? Neil, since when have you been the coach of the visually challenged team, and how did your association with them begin?
The first time I coached in a blind tournament was in Frankfurt in Germany in 1995. This was a junior chess tournament with Chris Ross. So that was the first time, and then I got quite interested in the whole blind and visually impaired chess scene. For example, playing football with blind players was very interesting.
You played football with
Yes,
them.
yes. You probably know they've got special balls and things like that. And also Chris Ross, who I'm still coaching, he plays cricket
Really?
for his local team. Yes.
Fantastic.
So that's it, yeah.
So how different, because you are a world-class author, you're also a trainer, I presume you train a lot of kids. How different is it to train people who cannot see or are challenged in some way to see stuff?
The thing I've sort of found is that blind chess players have got a very powerful visual imagination. For example, Chris Ross, he can actually see a chessboard in his head, and he can play moves in his head on the board. And if I say to Chris, I think you should play this move or that move, we can look at, say, 5 moves ahead. Then I say to Chris, let's go back to the original position, which I've got set on my chessboard in front of me. And in his head, he reconstructs the position exactly.
How strong is Chris?
Chris is he has a FIDE rating of 20-14. So he's a very good player. Yeah.
And did you start training him right from the beginning, like when he was young, or how?
Yeah, it's exactly. That was the first time. Like I said, the first time I saw him was when he was about maybe 20 years old. In the tournament in Frankfurt, and we became friends, and then he introduced me to the other blind and visually impaired players.
So you clearly
and,
have
here I am.
Yeah, exactly.
More than 20 years later.
But you clearly have a lot of experience in training blind players. So if you had to give advice to people who are starting off in this as trainers, what would it be? How should they approach this?
Starting off as trainers.
Yes, if they want to train, like there are a lot of good trainers for people who can actually train kids who can see or players who can see. But if they are training visually challenged people, what do they have to take care of?
There's not such a big difference, really. I think it's the same sort of thing. You've got. As long as they've got a chessboard that they can use, sort of small chessboard, so that they can feel the pieces, and as long as they've got that, and they can gradually gain experience of it's just teaching them strategy and so on, and if they have a computer, there are programs that you can use, of course, that can read chess news on the internet, and that can play through chess games.
Any
so
chess
they can get it that way.
That you
I'm probably not the person who could actually say it. I mean, it's probably best if you talk directly to Chris.
Okay.
Or one of the players, because it's quite an expert.
Sure,
I just try and show him chess moves, and
yes, I'll surely
leave
do
the
that.
technical stuff for him.
Yes. You yourself are an author. You've written so many books.
Yeah.
If I have to put you in a spot, which one is your favorite book?
My favourite book is Giants of Chess Strategy. It's about 5 famous chess players: Nimzovich, Petrosian, Capablanca, Karpov, and Kramnik.
Wow.
And I tried to explain their strategy and the way strategy has changed through the years, but in some ways it stayed the same. And so yeah,
So you went from
that was very interesting to write. That's very interesting to write. So yes, I enjoy that strategy, beginning in the 30s and sort of going forwards. But I also like to say I coached in Chennai.
you coached in Chennai.
Yeah, that was interesting. And that was a couple of years ago.
Where did you go? Whom did you train?
It was the British team, and in the World Championship, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it the
World
Team
Junior, maybe?
No, it was the World Team Championship.
Okay.
It was in Chennai. So that was a really nice experience.
Right.
To
So
actually
you have
go
been
there with
to
them.
India?
Yes,
India.
it was such a vibrant city. There's just so much going on, and so much power. Such a sort of young country as well.
So you are a grandmaster.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
train the blind players. You're also an author.
Yeah.
How do you dedicate your time right now? What's going on in your life, and what are your future aims?
Okay, so following this chance, I'm going to Riga in Latvia for the World Junior Championships, and I'll be coaching 4 players there. So that's the next task that I've got, and following that, I'll probably write a book, another chess book, probably something again to do with training or strategy and things like that. But
Well, we have learned a lot from your books, and we
thank
keenly
you.
look forward to your next one.
Thank you. Yes, it's good to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.